State basketball. What is up, everybody? How you all doing? Tip off is just about ready to get underway. I'm Jason Joseph. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster, and we're going to be calling some Sixers. Sixers taking on the Knicks. Very big game for both of these teams. Knicks are on a 2-game losing streak. The Sixers, well, they're on a 7-game winning streak. As tip-off is just underway, it's going to be Robinson going up against Joel Embiid, and Robinson wins the tip-off. So the Knicks will get the ball first as Jalen Brunson goes up with the elbow jumper, and it's good. So Brunson and Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle, and Quentin Grimes as well. Meanwhile, for the Sixers, it's James Harden, Joel Embiid, PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, and who am I missing? Shake Milton, right? Or sorry, D'Anthony Melton. There we go. All right, Robinson hands it off to RJ Barrett. Barrett takes it to the cup, puts it up with the left hand. It's no good, and he's fouled. I have to put up the live play-by-play too. Forgot I have to do that. Okay. Quentin Grimes. That's who it is. I don't know why I said the other thing. So the Knicks get it back. Randall takes a three from the far wing, and it's good. That was actually from the near wing. So it's 5-2. Harden now on the other end passes it to D'Anthony Melton, who gets past half court. Embiid bounce pass inside to Melton, being guarded by Randall. Kicks it out to Tobias Harris for three. It's a little bit wide to the right. And the Knicks grab another rebound. Jalen Brunson, the former Villanova Wildcat, takes a jump shot, and it goes in and out. And Embiid, on the other end, takes the corner jump shot. It's a little bit too strong. And Brunson will get the rebound. Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Randall feeling himself from three as he hits that one from the top of the key, and it's an 8-2 run so far for the Knicks. We're just about 2 minutes underway here in the first quarter. Harden with the floater, he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Tom Thibodeau, the coach for the New York Knicks, and meanwhile for the 76ers, it will be Doc Rivers. So the Sixers are on a 7-game winning streak. They have won all 7 of their home games that they played on that 7-game homestand, and now they're playing in New York. They will also be heading out to Washington on Tuesday and will be taking on the Washington Wizards. Harden hits the first foul shot, shooting about 88% on the season, and he makes the second one as well. So that cuts the deficit in half, 8-4. Jalen Brunson passes it, and a backdoor cut pass to the basket as making that shot was Quentin Grimes off of the Brunson assist. Grimes has been doing a pretty good job this season for the Knicks. Embiid back outside to Harden. Harden will find it back to Joel Embiid, and he will be called for, well, they're going to call Brunson for the blocking foul because his feet were set. His feet weren't set, excuse me. Embiid this season leading the league in points per game, averaging about 33 points per game. He is also shooting 53% from the field, which is actually third on the team. The person that actually leads the team in field goal percentage is Paul Reed, who's shooting 56%. So Embiid goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He has a bandage on his right, on his, what is that? Is that on his left? Yep, I had to think about it from his perspective for a second. It's on his left elbow. He misses both foul shots. And Jalen Brunson grabs the long rebound. Brunson with the turnaround jump shot, and it's good near the foul line. And now it's a 12-4 run by the Knicks so far. Knicks coming into today 18-15, which is 6th in the Eastern Conference, and the Sixers are 19-12. Embiid with the foul line jump shot. He gets the friendly bounce and it goes back in. It hit the back of the backboard, then it hit the front of the rim, and it ended up going in at the very last second. So it's 12-6. Brunson with the floater. It's a little bit short. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson, and he's fouled. 8:49 left to go here in the first quarter, as the Sixers are down by 6. Julius Randle leads the team in points per game for the Knicks. He's averaging about 22.5 points per game. And Mitchell Robinson now is at the charity stripe. Well, he's been pretty inconsistent at the foul line, but he does make the first foul shot, shooting 54% from the charity stripe. And it's now 13-6. Both of these teams have played a lot of times on Christmas Day against each other. And Robinson takes the second foul shot, and he connects. 14-6 now. Embiid at the top of the key. Hands it off to Harden. Harden inside, kicks it out to Tucker. Tucker back inside to Embiid, who's on the near corner. Embiid taking on Robinson. The ball gets stripped and stolen away by Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson causing that. Brunson back out to Grimes for 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Tobias Harris, who's been averaging about 6 rebounds on the season. Harden kicks it out to D'Anthony Melton for a near corner 3. Yes. So that's the first 3 made by the 76ers, as they're now down 14-9 with 8:10 left to go in the first. Nice play by James Harden, who had over 20 assists in his last game. Randle with the step back 3. It's way too strong, and Tobias Harris grabs another rebound, and he's leading the charge on the other end. Harris inside, puts it up and in. He took it right over to the cup, and now the Sixers are on a 5-0 run. Tobias Harris going coast to coast, grabbing the rebound, laying it up on the other side, taking it to the baseline, and it was good. Harris causing the strip on the other end as RJ Barrett had the ball, the man himself who had 44 points in his last game against the Chicago Bulls. They did end up losing 118-117, but RJ Barrett has been playing phenomenally for the Knicks. Brunson with the 3-point shot. It's up and it's in. So it's 17-11 now is the score, with 7.5 minutes to go in the first. Harden gets fouled by Grimes, and they're going to call it a foul on the floor. Jalen Brunson has been one of the well-known acquisitions from the offseason for the New York Knicks. He's been playing very well for them, as he is averaging 20 points per game, 6.5 assists, which does lead the team. And his field goal percentage has been very well for them as well, shooting over 45%. Harden will go to the foul line, so they will call it a shooting foul. And he makes the first free throw. The Sixers are in their brotherly love uniforms, which is just all white for Christmas. Harden makes the second foul shot, so they called it so because he was beyond the arc, he is shooting 3 free throws. I thought maybe it was just a foul on the floor, but it is a foul in the act of shooting. 17-13, and Harden with the third foul shot, it goes in and out, so he's 2 for 3 from the line. Goes 2 for 3 from the line in that possession. Brunson gets fouled by PJ Tucker, who was at the top of the key. And that'll be the first foul drawn by PJ Tucker. The Knicks will inbound it from the far sideline. They have a very good crowd today. Sold out. Robinson will hand it off to Barrett. Barrett at the foul line puts up a floater, and it's up and in. That'll make it 19-13. Sixers down by 6. D'Anthony Melton comes charging in on the other end, and the ball gets stripped and stolen away by the Knicks. Grimes with the steal. Or Randle with the steal, excuse me. Barrett goes up with the shot, and a block will be made by Joel Embiid as he gets stuffed right at the rim. Barrett right on his face at the baseline, and then Embiid goes up with another block as he leads the team in blocks, and that is now his 39th block on the season. And a timeout's called by the New York Knicks, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. Oh. Okay. Here we go. In case you're all new to my channel, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe. If you want to hear me do more play-by-play, make sure that you do that. I appreciate all the love and the support. Merry Christmas to you guys, and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays if you guys celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I want to be sure to wish you all the holidays in the world. uh, Gotta tell you, football yesterday was fun. Football was pretty cool. We had some great games going on. I I actually enjoyed last night's game. I thought it was a good game, and it went all the way to the end. I always like it when there's an 8 o'clock game, and like the games during the day, there's a lot of like intense games, but then that 8 o'clock game is just so good, and you just end the day off with a bang. You know, those are the types of games that I like. Um, what else? There we go. Oh, wait a sec. But how you all doing? What you all doing on this Christmas day? Let me know down below in the comments section whether you're listening to me on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter. I don't care where it is. Um, okay, I had to pull that up really quickly. There we go. Let me take a quick sip of water. What other games do we have going on today? Let's double check that. Now let's see what the schedule is for today for Christmas. Because now I actually kind of forget. NBA Christmas schedule. I know for football, there's some really cool games going on too. The Packers play today, the Buccaneers play today, and the Broncos play today too. All right, so we got Bucks, Celtics. Well, right after this, it's Lakers, Mavericks. Wow, I'm surprised that the Lakers played that soon. Lakers, Mavericks, Bucks, Celtics, Grizzlies, Warriors. That'll be good. And Suns, Nuggets. That'll be another really good game too. Huh? There's some great games. That's cool. In case you're all joining me, welcome on in. I'm Jason Joseph. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster. Make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe. If you want to hear me do more games, I appreciate all the love and the support. Oh man, Cassidy Hubbard looks really great in that sweater. Wow, she's an awesome reporter, by the way. I like some of these national reporters. They do a really great job. Okay, so the Sixers, they're down so far in this game as they are taking on the New York Knicks. It's 19-13 so far. Knicks up by 6. And RJ Barrett is going to the line to shoot 2 free throws, so they do call a foul on Joel Embiid. It was not a block. They do not give him that. 6 points for James Harden, 2 assists, and 1 rebound as well. And RJ Barrett, who knocks down both free throws, or 1 free throw, that is, excuse me, is now makes it a 20-13 ball game. Harris passes it to Joel Embiid. Daniel House Jr. does come in. Forgot to mention that for PJ Tucker. And Embiid with the right elbow jump shot. It's a little bit too strong and is rebounded by the Knicks. Barrett being guarded by James Harden. Takes it inside. Goes up with the floater. No good. Tobias Harris grabs the rebound. James Harden on the floor on the other end. So it's 5-on-4 basketball. Harden still hasn't. Oh, Harden now has got up. Okay. There we go. I was a little bit nervous for a second. Embiid, bounce pass inside the Daniel House Jr. Almost got the ball stolen away, but instead kicks it out to Tobias Harris, who then passes it to Joel Embiid from the top of the perimeter for three. Yes! Joel hits that one from the top of the key, and now it's 20-16. Great shot by Joel, only shooting 34% from three, but he's been doing a pretty good job this season as of lately, shooting from beyond the arc. RJ Barrett answers back with a three of his own from the far corner, as that stroke has just been working out for him absolutely perfectly. Harden gets the ball, being guarded by Quickly, and then he'll pass it back to Joel Embiid, who gets the ball turned over and stolen away by Grimes. Jalen Brunson on the fast break puts it up and in and gets past Joel Embiid, and now it's a 25-16 game, 5:05 left to go in the first. Nice move, great steal on the other end by the Knicks, and that's what leads to easy offense. Tobias Harris pass to D'Anthony Melton, who then gives it back out to Harris for three. Harris is shooting 40% from downtown, but he ends up missing that. Brunson with the right elbow jump shot, a little bit too strong. Fight for the rebound, and the ball does go out of bounds, and they'll say it is Knicks basketball, as Daniel House Jr. did touch the ball last. House Jr. did a nice job of trying to get up there and trying to fight against Mitchell Robinson, but Knicks will get the ball back. 25-16 Knicks, 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mitchell Robinson this season averaging about 7.5 points per game. He's been one of the underrated players in the NBA. Here's Brunson as they inbound the ball. Give it back to Grimes. Grimes to Randle for three again. Yes, Julius Randle has been hot from downtown. That's his third three-pointer, and the Knicks go up by a dozen. An 8-0 run within the last 95 seconds. Embiid for three from the far wing. In and out it goes, and it's rebounded by Quickly. So the shots have not necessarily been falling for the Sixers, but they've been falling for the Knicks. Randle being guarded by Harris. Randle gives it out to Quickly for another three. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson will go up with it, and the ball goes up, and it's going to hit the top of the backboard. And the Sixers will get the ball back after this timeout that's called by Doc Rivers. 28-16, 3:53 left to go in the first quarter. The Sixers will be right back in just a few moments. Ugh. Okay, there we go. All right, give me 1 sec. All right. What else is going on today? Don't they have like a parade that's going on today? Like a Christmas Day parade? I kind of want to know. I'm Jewish. This is actually the last night of Hanukkah tonight. So I got the best presents for last. I've gotten some really cool presents though. But yeah, Hanukkah. It's one of my favorite holidays overall. It's a little bit different though. It's been a little bit different over the past couple of years because my brother's not here. But I miss him. But it's still nice to just be with the family and light the menorah, sing some prayers, that sort of stuff. So that's always a good thing. Always appreciate the family that you got because that means a lot. My voice is a little bit sore today. 28-16 Knicks. I should probably have the box score stats up. That would probably help me. I think Bucks and Celtics is going to be a great game because I totally forgot that the Celtics are now 23-10 and the Bucks are like a half game behind them. So that's going to be probably my favorite game because also there's no Steph, right, for the Warriors. So I don't know. Is Steph back? Steph's not back yet, is he? Let's look that up. Is Steph Curry back from his injury? Ugh. Uh, no, he's still going to continue to be out. Right? I think he's still out. All right. What else do we have? Oh, yeah, I gotta pull up the live stats. Okay. Uh, Sixers back on. Shake Milton comes in the game for James Harden as he turns the ball over, and on the other end, the Knicks end up scoring off of the quickly dunk. It's now 30-16 off that turnover. That's the third turnover on the day for the Sixers. Milton passes it back outside to Tobias Harris for the three-pointer. It's too strong, and it's rebounded by Randle. Randle's been shooting the ball incredibly from beyond the arc in this game so far. Pass inside to Mitchell Robinson, and the ball gets deflected by Tobias Harris off the pass by Quickly at the far wing, and Tobias Harris will take a seat now, and George Niang will come in. Great defense by Tobias Harris. That's the type of defense that you like to see. And with Tobias Harris, he's been playing some strong defense as of lately for the Sixers. He'll give you some really great spurts of defense where he'll just get up in there into anybody's alley and he'll make it very uncomfortable for them. Brunson with a 3-point shot. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by DeAnthony Melton. Melton on the fast break gives it up to House Jr., then gets the ball back from George Niang. Melton at the top of the key gets the ball back from Daniel House Jr. and puts it up from well beyond range, and he puts it up and in. DeAnthony Melton hit that one from at least 25 feet. And the Sixers are now down by 11. 2.5 minutes to go. Randle, who's 3 for 3 from downtown, puts up a jump shot, and that's no good. He's human. Here's House Jr. on the other end. Passes it to Montrezl Harrell, who's in for Joel Embiid. Anthony Melton inside with the runner. Actually put it up with the alley-oop, and Montrezl Harrell tried to throw it down, but he was fouled by Mitchell Robinson. Thought maybe Anthony Melton was just going to put up a teardrop or something, but wasn't able to do so. And it was an alley-oop pass instead. And it's now 30-19. Knicks still up by 11. Montrezl Harrell going to the charity stripe. As this season, Trez is shooting 72%. And he puts up the first foul shot, and that's in. So he is, actually, wait, that's not right. He's shooting 71%. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Coming into today, I don't know, I have my stats wrong because they switched up for some reason. That's a little bit weird. Harrell puts up the second foul shot, and that one goes up and in as well. So that cuts the lead to single digits. Daniel House Jr. off of the inbound pass to Jalen Brunson ends up getting called for the foul. Doc Rivers having some words with the referee. Not happy about that call. 30-21. Knicks up by 9. Daniel House Jr. trying to listen into the conversation. And that'll put the Sixers over the limit as Brunson will go to the foul line himself. And the first foul shot goes up, and it's good. So Jalen this season is shooting 87.5% from the foul line. He's also shooting 37% from three. And the second foul shot goes in and out, and it's rebounded by Montrezl Harrell. 31-21. Brunson with 10 points and 3 assists so far in this game. Shake Milton with the floater. No good. Puts it back up, though. Gets his own miss, and it's in. So not once, but twice. But Shake Milton ends up getting on the board, and it's now a 31-23 ball game. Randle almost thought about handing it off, and the ball gets stripped, but they're actually going to call it a reaching foul. That was a very late whistle. George Niang got called for the foul. And once again, Doc Rivers having some more words with the referee. It looked like it was, I don't know if that was necessarily a reach in, but I have to see a couple more replays. But there's 1:42 left to go in the first quarter. And Randle will go to the line himself. Randle puts up the first foul shot, and that's good. 76% he's shooting from the foul line. The Sixers, who are coming into New York, they've had a great record here at Madison Square Garden as of lately. They've been playing very well here. And that foul shot goes up and in. Joel Embiid a couple of years ago on Christmas Day had like 20 rebounds in one game that they played. Niang back out to Shake Milton, who takes it inside, puts it up with the right hand. It's too short, and a long rebound by RJ Barrett, who's leading the charge here. Barrett to Derrick Rose for three. No good. Or that was Jalen Brunson, excuse me. Shake Milton grabs another long rebound, passes it back outside to George Niang for three. That's wide right. Doesn't even hit the rim. Brunson with the outlet pass to Julius Randle, and that's up and in. 4 assists for Jalen Brunson, and the Knicks go up by a dozen. Sixers have to try to play some better basketball here. Matisse Thybulle does come in for the Sixers. George Niang puts it up with the left hand and finishes it from the left side, and now it's a 10-point ball game. 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brunson gets past half court, hands it off to RJ, and they'll give it back to Randle. There's a screen that comes by, and RJ will put up the assist as going up that time with the shot right there for the Knicks. Looks like it was, I don't even know who that was just yet. Niang passes it to Daniel House Jr. House Jr. passes it back outside to Shake Milton, who then gets a screen. Milton back outside to Montrezl Harrell, who's going to take his first three on the season, and that's no good. They hit the front of the rim. Randle for three again. No good, and that's going to do it in the first quarter. Sixers down 37-25. So they're down by a dozen, and they'll go into the second quarter in just a few moments. We'll be right back. All right, I need to take a very quick step off. Randle's 3 for 6 from downtown. He had his first threes, and now he's missed his last 3, but still, it's shooting really well. Oof. What's his 3-point shooting percentage this season? Shooting 33%. He's having a better season than he did last year. I think that was like a really big question for them coming into this year because they know that he really struggled last season, but he's doing really well. He's been playing very well as of lately, too. He had like 25 points in his last game, so that's pretty good. Wish I had a little bit more time to study these things. It's so hard. All right. Brunson has 36 steals. Anthony Melton has like 60 steals, which is pretty crazy, right? How many do Anthony Melton has? Yeah, he has 60. Exactly 60 steals. It's wild. uh, um, I wanted to pull up the live stats. Let me see if I can do that. Command C, Control C. I meant to press. How do I do that? There it is. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm Jason Joseph. Forgot to mention that. Make sure that you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you want to hear me continue to do more play-by-play for the 76ers as the Sixers are back on and they get the ball first. George Niang fires up a three-pointer from the top of the perimeter and it goes in and out. Quickly on the other end for the Knicks as their second unit does come in. So quickly we'll bounce past it. And that ball will get deflected and taken right out of bounds. Isaiah Hardenstein now in. Isaiah Quigley also in. And Quentin Grimes as well. There's a shot that goes up and it's no good. So. And Miles McBride, I think, is in too. Nope, he's not in just yet. Harden will now be on the other end for the Sixers. He passes it out to Niang, who then gives it back to Harden. RJ Barrett still out there for the Knicks as he's on Harden. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Harden goes up inside, takes it to the cup, and the foul will be called against the Knicks. Going up with the block that time is Jericho Sims, who's played in 25 games this season and has averaged about 12 and a half minutes or so for them. So he's been playing a pretty good amount of basketball. And Harden will go back to the charity stripe. This will be his 5th and 6th time so far in this game. And he makes the first one. Harden is doing a pretty good job. I love the aggressiveness that James Harden has been producing so far in this game. Not only is he great at facilitating, but he still can get to the cup whenever he wants to. And he makes the second free throw. James Harden, 8 points for him on the day, 2 assists as well, and 1 rebound. With the ball now is Miles McBride. Takes a step inside, passes it back to RJ Barrett. Barrett back outside to Quickly back to Barrett for 3. Yes! RJ Barrett hits a three-pointer of his own. And just like that, the Knicks go back up by 13. We're less than 2 minutes underway here in the second quarter. James Harden for a big, deep 3. Yes! James Harden hit that one from Steph Curry range. And it's now 40-30 Knicks. So that'll make it a 10-point deficit. Thibault playing really great defense as Isaiah Hardenstein threw the ball away. Tried to give it up to Quickly, but instead it was just a high pass. Hardenstein this season, he's played in 33 games. He averages about 6 points and 7 rebounds as the backup big man. 40-30, Knicks up by 10. Harden with 11 points on the day. Dancing around his defender, puts up a three. No good. Thought maybe he was fouled as well, but the whistles remain silent, and RJ Barrett will grab his miss. Barrett, who made a three-pointer himself, passes it back out to Miles McBride. McBride on the near corner, puts it up, passes it to Hardenstein, and he does not get the friendly roll as Hardenstein put up the baby hook. Tobias Harris with another rebound. Harris is going to be fouled by foul on the day. Tobias Harris has been pretty quiet so far in this game. As coming into today, Tobias averaging, well, he's shooting 87% from the free throw line, but points-wise, he's shooting 17 points per game. He's also 50% from the field. Here's James Harden being guarded by Sims. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Harden has to try to put up a shot, puts it up, and it's a little bit too strong. Barrett leading the charge on the other end will take it to the cup himself. That goes in and out. Wrong rebound by Sims, and a foul will be called on Shake Milton as he tried to dive over Jericho Sims, who was on the floor, trying to grab the rebound. It looked like he slipped a little bit, and Shake Milton will be called for the foul. Love the aggressiveness, though, by Shake Milton, who tried to dive in and tried to get a steal there, putting his body right on the floor. Those are the types of things that can provide a spark if you need it. The Knicks will inbound it from the far sideline to hand off to Hardenstein. Hardenstein back to Barrett at the top of the perimeter for three again. It's a little bit long. Montrezl Harrell grabs his miss. James Harden will be fouled. The Knicks are up 40-30 with 1 second below 9 minutes, so 8:59 left in the second quarter to be exact. George Niang will inbound it, and he gives it up to James Harden. Harden's been pretty good today so far. Used to play for the Houston Rockets, then spent some time with the Brooklyn Nets. Got traded to the 76ers last year for Ben Simmons. Harris back to Harden. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Harden on the near corner for two, excuse me. It's no good. It was just a little bit inside the three-point arc. Quickly on the other end, being guarded by Tobias Harris at the top of the perimeter. Quickly lost his dribble, thought about shooting a three, decided not to, and decided to just pass it out to Miles McBride. McBride back to Hardenstein. Hardenstein back to Quickly, and Quickly will be fouled with less than 5 seconds to go on the shot clock by George Niang. That's another foul delivered by the Sixers. It'll be a foul on the floor. McBride will inbound it. Harden in his way, but Quickly will get the ball back. So the shot clock goes back up to 14 seconds on the inbound. Quickly back to McBride. Is at the logo. Now takes it up, puts it up on the left elbow jump shot. No good. Montrezl Harrell grabs another board. Here's D'Anthony Melton on the other end. He'll pass it out to Harden. Harden inside to George Niang. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Niang will just dribble around the timeline, and it'll be called for a travel. He took way too many steps as soon as he got back to the top of the perimeter, and now will be another Sixers turnover. Careless basketball mistakes by the 76ers, and that hopefully doesn't come back to bite them, especially on this possession. They have cut the lead to single digits a couple of times, but they just have not been able to. Every time that the Sixers have been able to do that, the Knicks just answered back with a bucket of their own. Embiid and Robinson sitting on the coming back over to the sideline. So after the next stoppage in play, they will both be coming back in for both of their teams. Barrett will take it up himself. Does not end up getting the shot off, and Tobias Harris grabs the rebound. Harris to the cup again, and he puts it up with the right hand. Goes right down the lane, and it's in. One thing that you got to give Tobias Harris a lot of credit for is being aggressive and taking the ball right over to the cup and not being afraid to go over to the basket. Tom Thibodeau calls for timeout. The Knicks are up by 8. Sixers down 40-32. We'll be right back. Ugh. Ugh. All right. So football. I wanted to see what football games are on today. We have some good games. So the Packers, they play at 1 o'clock. Who do they play? That's the next question. NFL schedule. Packers and Dolphins. I need the Packers to win if I want the Patriots to have their playoff hopes alive. That would be kind of nice. So Packers, Dolphins, and the Patriots play the Dolphins next week, isn't that right? Oof, that's a big game. Packers, Dolphins, Broncos, Rams at 4:30. I don't think anybody cares about that game except for the fans themselves. I mean, it should be a good game. Like, don't get me wrong. Every single football game is, fun to watch, but n- the, both of them aren't fighting for a playoff spot. Buccaneers play against the Cardinals tonight. That'll be interesting too. Heading into the season, I feel like both of those or all three of these games would have been like, if you were to ask me, like the best day, for playing football games, I feel like these teams would have, or these games would have been phenomenal to watch. But whatever. In case you're just tuning in to me, I'm Jason Joseph. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster. I also intern at NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and I'm a studio intern. So that's a lot of fun. I do a little bit of teleprompter. Well, I've been learning about teleprompter. I've been doing a little bit of audio A2 stuff. So that's pretty cool. And also learning about Viz and graphics as well. So that's pretty cool. The people there are really nice. I really like it there. I love networking with everybody and I love everything that I do there. But putting on these headsets is a lot of fun too. I love doing that. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. What's like the best Christmas present that you guys have gotten this year so far? Or today so far, not this year. It's obviously today is the only day for Christmas. What's the best present you guys have gotten today? Let me know down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The Knicks are back on. They're taking on the 76ers. And Jalen Brunson goes up with that shot. That's no good, but Mitchell Robinson will just tip it back up and in like a volleyball. And it's now 42-32. Sixers down by 10. Anthony Melton back in for the 76ers at the point guard position. Hands it off to Joel. Embiid playing very well so far in this game, and a foul will be called. That time on the Knicks, it'll be on Quickly, and Quickly will head over to the bench. Substitution for him will be coming in just a few seconds. But 42-32, 6 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the first half. James Harden gets a screen from Joel behind the back pass to Embiid, who was at the foul line, now takes it right over to the cup. It's no good. PJ Tucker tried to grab the rebound, and it goes out on his right hand, and it'll be Knicks basketball. Knicks 18-15. Meanwhile, the 76ers 19-12. The Knicks are in sixth place in the Eastern Conference, and the Sixers are in fifth. Randle with the turnaround three-point shot from the foul line. Too strong. Embiid grabs his miss. Embiid on the other end, taking on Mitchell Robinson, passes it back out to D'Anthony Melton, who kicks it out to Tobias Harris for three. It's good. Are they going to call it a three-point shot, though, because of the foul by P.J. Tucker? I don't know. But the three-point shot was up and in. Be interested to see what happens here. The refs are going to go over to the replay center just to see if the foul by RJ Barrett that was on, not PJ Tucker, will count. I don't know if they're going to count the bucket, but Tobias Harris, really, you got to give him a lot of credit. He's been shooting the ball very efficiently from beyond the arc, 40% from three. He's turned around into this catch and shoot type of a player that's really helped out the Sixers. Forget about the max contract that people are, that a lot of people have given some complaints about, but he's been shooting the ball very well. So the replay is over. Let's see if they count the bucket here. I don't know. It'll be a foul on RJ Barrett. Can't necessarily hear what they're saying here because I have the audio muted. So Barrett ended up making contact with PJ Tucker, so they won't count the bucket. It'll just be Sixers basketball. D'Anthony Melton will inbound the ball, gives it up to James Harden. Harden with a bounce pass inside to Joel Embiid, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for one more. Joel Embiid making that look so easy. Another assist by James Harden. And Joel now with 8 points, shooting 3 for 8 from the field. He'll go to the charity stripe for one more. And he makes that foul shot. So he missed his first trip at the foul line, and he finally connects and converts on the three-point play. It's now a 7-point deficit for the Sixers. Randle being guarded by Tobias Harris. Randle has to pass it to somebody. He gives it up to Brunson, who had a phenomenal first quarter. Randle gets the ball for three, and that's in. That's his fourth three that he's made on the day, and another assist by Jalen Brunson. It's now back to a 10-point lead. Randle does have 16 points. James Harden gets the ball, gets past half court, passes it to D'Anthony Melton for three, and that's good. It's now back to a 7-point deficit, and D'Anthony Melton will get a three-pointer, and he has now made all three of his threes. Melton has been shooting very well, has been a very great acquisition for the Sixers. Barrett gets the ball, puts it up for three, and that's no good, but it's tipped back in. I think that was tipped actually by Tobias Harris. If not, it was Mitchell Robinson. And Tobias Harris will take it up to the cup himself, put it up with the right hand, and finish it. And the Sixers are back down by 7. Every time that the Knicks have been putting up a shot, the Sixers have answered back with a shot of their own. 47-40, less than 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Brunson is fouled by D'Anthony Melton on the floor, as he did push him just a little bit. And with 4:46 left to go, the Knicks are going to inbound it from the baseline. And Brunson gets to the half-court logo. Brunson now on the near corner. Passes it back out to Barrett for three. No good. And a long rebound by Julius Randle. Randle inside trying to take on Embiid. Passes back outside to Quickly for three. And that's good. 50-40, New York Knicks hitting all their shots pretty much from downtown. D'Anthony Melton inside to PJ Tucker, who just comes back in. He hands it off to Embiid. Embiid gets the ball back after a bounce pass to D'Anthony Melton. Embiid to the cup himself, goes up with it, and he can't finish it. He took away the rebound by Mitchell Robinson, and a foul will be called on Mitchell Robinson as he cannot believe it. And with 4:04 left, the Sixers will get the ball back. Robinson and Embiid have been going at it for a little bit of time. That's definitely been an interesting matchup every time the Knicks play against the 76ers. Embiid is going to the charity stripe because the Knicks are over the foul limit. And Embiid makes the first foul shot. Sims comes back in for the Knicks, and Mitchell Robinson will take a very quick seat. 50-41, the Sixers cut the lead into single digits again. Embiid with the second foul shot. It's a little bit too strong, and it's rebounded by Julius Randle. So Embiid not shooting the ball very well from the charity stripe. 2 for 5 in this game so far. 3:50 left here in the first half. Brunson with the handoff to Quickly. Quickly back to Randle, who's now being guarded by PJ Tucker with a step-back three-pointer. It's short, but rebounded by Quickly. Quickly back out to Randle at the top of the perimeter, who takes it inside and puts it up with the right hand and finishes it. Oh, man. He's been unbelievable in this first half so far. 18 points. The Sixers with another DeAnthony Melton 3. That's good. DeAnthony Melton with 12 points and hitting all 4 of his shots from beyond the arc. Barrett inside puts up an alley-oop pass, and a foul will be called against the 76ers. Barrett tried to lob it up to Sims, and foul will be called on the floor. The Sixers are not over the foul limit, I believe. But don't quote me on that. I have to just wait and see what they decide to do here. And they are not over the foul limit, so the ball will be inbounded. The double team comes against Jalen Brunson, who's cornered, and he passes it. It ends up hitting DeAnthony Melton. Jalen Brunson, great awareness there as the Knicks will get the ball back. Brunson almost did turn the ball over, but instead he hit it off the foot of DeAnthony Melton, who's going to take a very quick seat with 3:06 left to go in the second quarter. And coming in is Shake Milton. Milton and Melton. Always tough to say. Barrett almost got past Joel Embiid. Put it up with the left hand, won't go. Sims grabs his miss and puts it back down with the flush. And New York Knicks, they've scored 19 second chance points, and they're up by 10, 54-44. Harden on the far corner gets a screen from Joel, kicks it out to Milton, who then passes it to PJ Tucker for 3, and it's good. Tucker will cut the deficit back to 7. The Sixers have been responding on all cylinders as they possibly can. Harris will be called for the foul on RJ Barrett, and they will call a timeout as well with 2:28 left to go. Now the ref is signaling for Tobias Harris foul, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jason Joseph. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Make sure that you like this. Make sure that you subscribe. If you want to hear me do more play-by-play, I appreciate all the love and the support. I hope you're all having a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays as well, whether you celebrate Kwanzaa, whether you celebrate whatever holiday it is. Hanukkah, I'm celebrating Hanukkah. This is the last night of Hanukkah. I've gotten some awesome gifts so far. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you what gifts I've gotten. Oh, wait just 1 second. I'm going to take a very quick sip of water. Okay. I've gotten some really cool shirts. So, I'm a very weird breed. Okay. When it comes to the big four sports, love the Sixers, love the Flyers, love the Phillies. 75% Philly. But I never got into the Eagles when I was young. I don't hate the Eagles. I really don't. I actually really like their team that they've constructed. How can you not like their team right now? They've been playing so well. And Jalen Hurts, such a great guy. Jason Kelsey, great guy. Lane Johnson, awesome guy. You know, they have some really great players, and they're all so nice. And their Christmas album, I've heard, is really, really good. But anyhow, long story short, I am a Patriots fan. And I know that that is not such a good thing, especially around the South Jersey, Philadelphia area. But I am a Patriots fan, so that's definitely a little bit rough out here. Patriots though have been like ripping my heart out, low key. They the Jacoby Myers fumble last week, the Ramondre Stevenson fumble this week. It was really a lateral pass by Jacoby Myers. I don't know why I said fumble, but whatever. It was just a bad pass. So, but yeah, I've not been happy with that. Um, but yeah, it's a little bit rough out here. Not gonna lie. Patriots though, they're still fighting for a playoff spot, so I gotta support them until the bitter end. That's just how it goes. Whenever you're a fan of somebody, you gotta support them all the way. Ugh, alrighty, take these off real quick second. Monday Night Football. That'll be cool. Chargers at Colts. I need the Colts to win. I do. I now have to rely on other people to help out the Patriots. It's tough, man. But the Patriots, they have to take care of their own business. That's the thing. All right. RJ Barrett's going to the foul line as the Sixers were over the foul limit, and Barrett will make the first foul shot. The timeout is over, and the Knicks go back up by 8. 2:28 left to go in the first half. Barrett with the second foul shot. That's up and that's in. RJ Barrett shooting pretty well from the foul line this season. He is shooting 77%, which is a little bit above what he shot last year. Harden passes it to Joel Embiid, who's at the foul line being guarded by Sims, and Embiid gets the ball back as he almost turned it over, and finally he gets fouled. Almost a bad turnover by Joel. With 5 seconds left on the shot clock, he will go back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. Embiid has not been shooting the ball very well as of lately today from the foul line. 3 for 7. But let's see if he can try to change the narrative here, as on this one, he'll try to go for 50%. The first foul shot goes up, and it's in. So it's now back to an 8-point deficit. It's now 56-48. And Embiid with the second foul shot. That's up, and that's good. 56-49 now is the score. Sixers up, or down by 7, excuse me. Randle passes it to Jalen Brunson. Randle then goes up inside, takes it to the cup himself, and finishes it with the left hand. Julius Randle has been unstoppable for the New York Knicks in this game so far. Harden outside to D'Anthony Melton for 3. That's good. And another assist by James Harden, and that'll cut the deficit to half a dozen. 95 seconds to go here in the first half. Sixers down by 6, 58-52. Jalen Brunson has been playing very well in this first half so far. Hands it off to Julius Randle, who's being guarded by PJ Tucker, puts up an elbow jumper. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harden back to Harris, who's shooting 40% from 3. Has to pass it to somebody else, and he gives it up inside to Joel Embiid, and Embiid goes up with it, and he's fouled. A late whistle by the ref, and Embiid will go back to the charity stripe with 66 seconds left here in the first half. Nice play by Joel Embiid, as he is just able to take on his defender there in Sims. And that's just what you have to do. That's just what you have to do. You have to try to be aggressive, and that's what he was doing right there. Embiid's first shot goes up, and it's in, and that'll make it a 5-point deficit. So the Sixers haven't cut it to 5 in quite some time. They've been trailing pretty much throughout this whole entire game. And coming back in for the New York Knicks is going to be Isaiah Hardenstein as he subs in. And he puts up the next shot. That's Embiid, and that's good. So the Sixers now down by 2 possessions here. Jalen Brunson directing traffic, gets past half court, being guarded by PJ Tucker. He hands it off to Julius Randle, who's now being guarded by James Harden. There's a mismatch right there. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Randle goes up with the shot, and he's fouled. Oh, man, Julius Randle is feeling himself as he gets fouled by James Harden, and he'll go to the line for one more. 21 points for Julius Randle here in the first half, and he's been averaging about 22.5 points per game. 48.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter, and Randle puts the Knicks up by 6. He'll go to the line for one more. It's 60-54 New York against the 76ers. Randle with the foul line shot is up and it's in. So he now has 23 points on the game so far. Embiid has scored 13 points, 8 in this quarter alone, as he gets the ball inside from James Harden and he's fouled. That time he's fouled by Quickly, or Julius Randle himself, excuse me. So we'll go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots here. Paul Reed, Furkan Korkmaz, and Jaden Springer have still not entered into the game for the Sixers so far. And the first foul shot by Embiid goes up and it's in and out. Embiid has missed 5 free throws today in this game so far. 4 free throws, excuse me. Makes a little bit of a difference. And the second free throw, this attempt goes up and that's in. 61-55, 40 seconds to go. 19 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Jalen Brunson has the ball being guarded by PJ Tucker. Kicks it out to Quickly at the top of the key. Hands it off to Julius Randle, who will take it to the cup himself and finish it with the right hand. 25 points for Julius Randle. He has scored 25 of their 63 points in this quarter, or in this game so far. 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. James Harden's going to hold for one more possession here and try to cut the deficit at least to 7. Harden behind the back pass to Embiid, who will just take it to the cup himself, and he finishes it with the right hand. 63-57, 6 seconds to go here in the first half. Brunson gets the ball stolen away by Shake Milton, and he puts up a shot, and it's good. Shake Milton from half-court range puts it up, hits the backboard, and the Sixers are down by 3 going into halftime. The shot does count. As of right now, the refs are going to look things over, but it definitely looked like a great strip by James Harden. Shake Milton with the follow-up half-court shot, and it's good. So the Sixers down by 3 as they go into halftime, 63-60. Shake the Assassin Milton has now made it a one-possession game as we go into halftime. I'll be right back. Ugh. All right, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Really quickly. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, let's hide that. Nice. Okay. If you picked any football team out, oh, Dad. Oh, Dad. That's my dad, everybody. That's funny. Yeah, he is a big 49ers fan. They put up like what, 30 points in the second half of yesterday's game. It was like ridiculous. They really turned it on against Washington. So that was an interesting game. It seems like McCaffrey's been working out for them, and Jimmy Ward had a pick six, I remember yesterday. So the 49ers, they're a dark horse to me. And people might not agree with the term dark horse because some people think that they should be the favorite. I still think that the Eagles are the favorite, but I really do believe that the 49ers are a dark horse. The Sixers, they're not a dark horse. They're down 63-60 as they've been trailing pretty much throughout this whole entire game. And they are going to get the ball first to start off the second half as they did lose the tip off. PJ Tucker, 3 points for him. He hit a big corner three-pointer in that second quarter. He's up finally on the board. Tobias Harris has 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. All of his points that he's been making, he's just been taking it right over to the cup. He hasn't been afraid to get into the trenches and put it up against the trees, but he's been doing a really good job at that. Embiid, 16 points for him. He's 7 for 11 from the charity stripe. 2 rebounds, though, which is really not a whole lot for him. And it's just really the guys that have been getting the rebounds have been Mitchell Robinson, who has 9 rebounds for the Knicks, 6 points as well. Julius Randle, 25 points, 3 rebounds. But RJ Barrett has been grabbing a lot of rebounds so far himself. 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Julius Randle also has 2 steals, forgot to mention that. If we take a look at both the 76ers and the Knicks team stats, well, the Knicks are shooting 47% from the field. The Sixers are shooting 51%. The 3-point percentage, it's gone actually the Sixers' way, which is a little bit hard to believe because they were shooting very poorly before they made all their shots with like 6 minutes left in that first half. So they're shooting 53% from three. The Knicks are shooting 42% from beyond the arc. And they the main difference in this game for the Sixers is that the Knicks have been scoring a lot of their points in the paint. They have 30 points in the paint, while the Sixers have 16, and that's pretty much their bread and butter, where they get a lot of their points, and that's one of the reasons why that they're down. The Knicks were up by 14. That was their largest lead, and now they're only up by 3. Um, and other than that, the Sixers have been doing a good job at keeping up with them. They're on a 7-game winning streak. Meanwhile, the Knicks are on a 2-game losing streak, but they've been playing very good basketball as of lately. They did lose to the Chicago Bulls 117 to 116. It was a neck and neck game. RJ Barrett had 44 points and DeMar DeRozan had 25 points for the Chicago Bulls. But the Sixers, they're on a 7-game winning streak themselves, and they're hoping to try to extend the Knicks' losing streak as they play more basketball here in the second half. Do have to give the Sixers a lot of credit because they did outscore the Knicks 35-26 in that second quarter, as they were down 37-25 at halftime at the end of the first quarter. Oh man, I can't speak today. I gotta slow down my words. But that'll wrap things up for this halftime report. I'm Jason Joseph, and I'll be right back in just a few minutes for second half action. All right, I'm back. Yeah, Bucks Celtics. That will be a fun game. I'm really looking forward to that one. In case you're just tuning in to me, by the way, I'm Jason Joseph. I appreciate all the love and the support. If you want to hear me do more play-by-play for 76ers basketball, for Patriots football, for Phillies baseball, even though that season is long gone, and they'll be back at spring training. But make sure that you like this video, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you keep up with my content as well. Turn those notification bells on so that way you know when I upload. And that's that. I was going to go somewhere else with it, but I didn't necessarily know how I was going to do that. But yeah, Christmas Day basketball. So far, so good. Sixers down 63-60 as they go into the second half, which will be underway in just a few minutes. It should be. And now all they really have to do is just try to continue to play their brand of basketball. They have to just try to rebound the ball very well, and they have to also continue to make their shots like they were doing with the last 6 minutes in that second quarter. The shots really weren't falling in the first quarter for them, but as the game started to go on, they started to play a little bit better. And they were also continuing to share the rock a little bit more. They weren't making as many turnovers. That's what they're going to have to do here in the second half if they want to come out on top and extend their winning streak to 8 games. Looks like it's a beautiful day at Madison Square Garden. Love that shot of the buildings and the water in there. Alrighty, we're almost ready for some second half basketball. Bucks Celtics will be at 5 o'clock. What else do we got? We got Lakers and Dallas Mavericks. Almost said Dallas Cowboys, but they played yesterday. Lakers at Mavericks will be good. Grizzlies at Warriors will be good even without Steph. I still think it's going to be a good game. And Devin Booker, he's playing tonight, right, for the Phoenix game? I can't fact check that right now, but if somebody could let me know down below in the comments section, I'd appreciate that. Alrighty. Second half action. Julius Randle in that first half was absolutely sensational. He had 25 points, and he shot 9 for 15 from the field, 4 for 8 from downtown. He actually ended up making his first 3 threes. 2 steals, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds, and a +7 he was while he was out there on the court. So the Sixers will get the ball first. It'll be James Harden, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, DeAnthony Melton, and PJ Tucker in there for the Sixers. As Tobias Harris puts up a shot, and it's no good. Julius Randle grabs the rebound. It'll be Randle, Brunson, Robinson, Quickly, and Barrett as the starting 5 here in the second half for the Knicks. Brunson puts up an elbow jump shot, and that's good. Tobias Harris did put a hand in his face, but Brunson made it anyways. 65-60, and the Knicks go up by 2 possessions as we're less than a minute underway. Here in the second half, Joel Embiid takes it to the cup himself and puts it down with the sledgehammer. He ended up whizzing by 2 Knicks defenders, and the Sixers are now back down by 3. Embiid had 16 points in that first half, now has 18. Brunson hands it off to Randle, who's being guarded by PJ Tucker. Tucker on Randle, who puts up a shot. It's a little bit too strong, and Embiid will grab another rebound. Harris on the other end kicks it out to Tucker, who then passes it to Joel Embiid. Takes a couple steps, hits a right elbow jump shot, and it's now a 1-point deficit for the Sixers. They have not led in this game so far. They were down by as many as 14 points. 1.5 minutes underway here in the second half. Jalen Brunson will hand it off to Randle, who then gives it back inside to Brunson and puts up a runner, and it's good. It was a high arcing runner that he was able to just put up, and now the Knicks are back up by 3. Harden backing down quickly, who then goes to the cup, goes up with the contact. He'll be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Harden almost got the friendly roll there. He had himself a pretty good first half. He's coming off of a game where he had 22 points and 21 assists and 11 rebounds. That also can't go unnoticed either. But right now he has 10 points in this ball game, 7 assists, so he is on double-double watch as he makes the first foul shot, and it's now back to a 2-point ball game. Harden spent a lot of time playing with the Houston Rockets. He was drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder, then got traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and then he got traded in the Ben Simmons trade to the Philadelphia 76ers last year. He cashes in on both free throws, and it's now a 1-point deficit for the Sixers. Brunson will pass it to Julius Randle, who's been very hot in this game so far. Randle being guarded by Joel Embiid, kicks it out to Jalen Brunson, who puts up another floater, and it's good. Brunson got the ball to bounce 3 times and finally was able to connect. DeAnthony Melton for 3 on the other end with a hand in his face. That's good. DeAnthony Melton continues to be hot from 3-point range as he has now made 5 straight 3-point shots. Brunson back out to Randle, who's being guarded by Tucker at the top of the perimeter. Randle inside, Tucker falls down. Now he's being guarded by Joel Embiid. And just like that, the Knicks end up finding quickly for 3. And with nobody on him, he's able to make it back to a 3-point lead for the Knicks. Great team basketball by the Knicks as PJ Tucker, as he was down, it was then a 5-on-4 possession for the Knicks. Embiid with the jump shot. That's short and it's airballed. Grabbed by Julius Randle on the rebound. Randle kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Tucker at the top of the key. Passes it to RJ Barrett, who's been a little bit quiet in this game after that 44-point performance. Randle will take it to the cup himself, and he's fouled by Joel with 7 seconds on the shot clock. 8 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. Randle coming into today, averaging about 21.5 or 22.5 points per game, 3.5 assists, and also 10 rebounds as well. He does lead the team in field goal percentage, and he's also made 253 field goals this season, which does lead the Knicks as well. He knocks down the first foul shot as he goes to the line. He is shooting 76% from the foul line, which is pretty high for him. He was drafted by the LA Lakers, spent some time there, and then got traded over to the Knicks. He also spent about a season with the New Orleans Pelicans as well. And he knocks down the second free throw. So Harden gets the ball on the other end. Thought about taking the jump shot, but instead passed it to Embiid. And Embiid got fouled by Mitchell Robinson. So he'll be called in for the reach and foul. That'll be the second straight foul for him. They're showing Tyrese Maxey on the bench. He's drinking a bottle of Gatorade. Sixers have not seen him in a little bit and are hoping to get him back soon. Embiid's first foul shot as he goes to the line again, gets the friendly bounce, and he's now 8 for 12 at the line. Sixers will be taking on the Washington Wizards on Tuesday night after this game. They're starting what is at least a 3-game road stand, if I'm not mistaken. Embiid does make the second foul shot, and now it's back to a 3-point lead for the Knicks. So they cut the deficit to 3, the Sixers, 74-71. Brunson gets the ball past half court. He's being guarded by Tucker, who then hands it off to Randle. There's a mismatch. Randle being guarded by Harden. Randle almost threw the ball away as it ended up finding RJ Barrett. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Barrett has to go up with a shot. He goes up with the free throw line jump shot, and it's nothing but net. 76-71. That puts the Knicks up by 2 possessions. Great shot by RJ Barrett. Harris will give it off to Embiid, who wants Robinson. He gets Robinson. Robinson ends up stripping the ball away. Embiid comes back with the ball himself, and he takes it to the cup and finishes it with the left hand. Great awareness by Joel Embiid, not turning the ball over, getting the ball right back, and just making sure that Robinson could not be able to do anything about that. Brunson with the no-look pass inside to Mitchell Robinson. Brunson has a very good feel for getting a lot of assists, especially for this Knicks team. He's averaging about 6.5 assists per game. Here's Harden. Harden at the foul line, gives it off to Embiid, who's at the far elbow, takes a fadeaway jump shot, and he hits it. Oh, man, this dude is a 7'2" big man, and he's acting like he's a point guard. 78-75, 26 points for Joel Embiid. Him and Julius Randle going neck to neck in this game so far. Randle with a jump shot himself, and he connects. 80-75, both big men going at it against each other. And 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Randle has been shooting the ball effectively, especially off the dribble. He's one of the best shooters off the dribble in the Eastern Conference this season. Harden with the give and go to Embiid, and there's some contact, and the whistles do remain silent. Harden gets the ball back off of a bad pass by Robinson, puts up a three, and it's in. Oh, man, Embiid was still on the ground. He finally got back up. A great awareness by James Harden, intercepting it like a cornerback, and then putting up a big three-point shot to make it a 2-point game. Randle being guarded by Harden at the top of the perimeter, takes it up inside. Randle goes up with it, and he passes it back out to Brunson for another three on the near corner, and that's good. Jalen Brunson knocking that one down, shooting 37% from beyond the arc. On the season, Milton inside, back outside to Tobias Harris for three. That's too strong. And it's rebounded by Mitchell Robinson, who is on double-double watch in this game so far. Randle inside, puts it up, and he's fouled by James Harden. 5:24 left to go. Timeout called by the Knicks. And the Sixers will be right back in just a few moments here on YouTube. Oh, man. I forgot to hide this. What's the story, Billy Bob? Oh, man. In case you're just joining me, my name is Jason Joseph. Make sure you like, make sure that you subscribe if you want to hear me do more Sixers games for play-by-play, and Patriots games as well. That's what we do on this channel. We do 76ers, we do Patriots, and we do Phillies. So that's what we do here. But Sixers playing pretty well so far. They have not taken the lead, though, in this game, and they've been looking to just get over that hump. And the Knicks have been keeping their foot on the gas pedal, but the Sixers are keeping up, and there's still plenty of time left to go here in this game. What time is it? 1:38? Oh, wow. All right, we started at 12 o'clock. We're already almost at the 90-minute mark. But I hope you're all having a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays as well. Let me know down below in the comments section what types of gifts that you guys have gotten. I've gotten some really awesome gifts for Hanukkah. Couldn't really ask for anything better. I got a really great coat. I got some awesome Patriot shirts and some other just really, really cool things that I just never expected from my family, who are absolutely incredible people. But what have you guys gotten so far? If you guys have opened up any of your gifts, let me know down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you guys. Love the interaction and would love to just see how you guys are doing. It gets boring when I'm just talking by myself and nobody's engaging in conversation, especially during these breaks, you know. Oh, those Frosties look good from Wendy's. I think that they still have those 4 for $4 deals, which is a really good deal, by the way. You get like four chicken nuggets and get a small fry, get a drink. That's a good deal. They're showing a lot of LeBron commercials. I just noticed that. LeBron, one of my favorite athletes. I'm surprised that Cam Reddish is not in the 9-man rotation for Tom Thibodeau. I thought Cam Reddish was a good 3-point shooter, but I guess not. I know Evan Fournier was struggling this season, and now he's out of the rotation. So I don't know if he's going to go anywhere or what his market is, but that'll be interesting to see too. And Derrick Rose. Forgot that they have Derrick Rose. I remember putting his name on here, and I'm like, wait, where's Derrick Rose? He hasn't played. uh, okay. Oh, wow. Rick Brunson is Jalen's father, and he's the assistant coach of the Knicks. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, the next timeout is just about over. I'm Jason Joseph, and the Knicks are up 83-78 against the 76ers, who were on a 7-game winning streak. Brunson passes the ball away to, it was supposed to be the Julius Randle, but the ball got tipped by James Harden. It goes out of bounds, and the Knicks will inbound it from the far side of the sideline. Thought it was going to be the baseline, but no, it's the far sideline. Barrett with the alley-oop pass to Mitchell Robinson, and it's good. Oh, man, the two-man game between the both of them. Jalen Brunson's father loves to see that type of a chemistry. 85-78, less than 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Harden with a step-back jump shot for three. No good, and it's tipped back out by Robinson, tipped to RJ Barrett. Barrett takes it to the rack himself, finishes it with the left hand, and puts it up and in. 87-78, and the Knicks are going on a little run themselves. Sixers down by 9. Shake Milton in for D'Anthony Melton. Embiid taking it to the cup himself, putting up a fadeaway jump shot and a high-arcing jump shot, that is, and it's good. Oh, man, Joel Embiid with the big turnaround jumper. A little bit of a Dirk Nowitzki jump shot, that is. 28 points for the big man, 12 in this quarter alone. Brunson has the ball on the near wing. Hands it off to Julius Randle. They like to go to that mismatch between Randle and James Harden. And Randle puts up a jumper, and that time he's human, and he misses it. Harden with the behind-the-back pass to Joel on the near wing. Embiid directing traffic here. Posting up against Mitchell Robinson. Brunson does not come in to help, and Embiid has his way and puts it up with the baby hook and in. 87-82, 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sixers are still down by 5. Embiid now has 30. Brunson will take it to the cup himself with nobody in his way, and he puts up a shot, and that goes in. 89-82 is the score. Knicks are up by 7. Embiid on the other end. Passes it to James Harden, who hesitates and does not decide to shoot the three-pointer. Now gives it back to Hart to Embiid. Embiid pokes it inside to PJ Tucker, and he'll go to the line for one more as PJ Tucker is fouled, and he'll go to the line for his 6th point. Great awareness by Joel Embiid, averaging 4.5 assists per game, as he just knew that PJ Tucker was going to cut right inside to the basket, and he got right past RJ Barrett, and Barrett ended up fouling him anyways. 89-84. Tucker going to the charity stripe. As Tucker this season, well, he's shooting 37% from 3 and 82% from the line. And the free throw goes up, and it's good. Sixers down by 2 possessions. They've cut it close, but they have not been able to get over that hump yet and take the lead. But they are within striking distance. Brunson being guarded by George Niang, who comes into the game for the Sixers. Also, Sims comes in the game for Mitchell Robinson. And the ball gets stripped, and there's going to be a foul called on the New York Knicks. It'll be a turnover. Julius Randle gets called for the turnover. There were 4.5 seconds left and on the shot clock, and with 2:48 left to go, Sixers do call timeout, and they'll be right back in just a few moments. All right. I think I'm going to rest my voice here. I don't know why it's like a little bit sore, but it is. It is cold season, so it doesn't surprise me because the weather's changing and the climate's changing and everything is changing. I'm changing. uh, but yeah. Who did the Sixers play after the Wizards? That's what I want to know. I should probably check that out right now. So they play on Tuesday against the Wizards. Then they go to New Orleans on Friday. Okay, that game's at 8:30. That should be a good game. Is this a West Coast trip for them? I don't know. They play against Oklahoma City on Saturday. Oh, it's a back-to-back. Okay, so they play the Thunder on Saturday. I wonder if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to play in that game. That'd be kind of cool to see him. I've watched a couple of his games, and every time it goes up against the Sixers, he does a pretty good job. And then they play the Pelicans again on Monday. They start a 3-game homestand. So after this 4-game road trip, then they come back home. Okay, interesting. And what about the Knicks? What's their schedule? Let's check that out. Knicks schedule. Okay. Knicks play against Dallas. They go to Dallas on Tuesday. Then they play San Antonio. So they're on their West Coast trip. They play San Antonio and then they play Houston. And then they come back home and face the Suns. Okay. Interesting. I just wanted to know. I don't really care, but I was just curious. Because you're just joining me, welcome on in. I'm Jason Joseph. Make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe if you want to hear me do more play-by-play content for the Sixers, the Patriots, and for the Philadelphia Phillies when their season does begin in April. Make sure that you like and make sure that you subscribe. Ugh. I am a play-by-play broadcaster. Used to call games for the Delaware Bluecoats and for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, the MILB High A affiliate of the Washington Nationals, and the Bluecoats, the 76ers G League affiliate. And now I'm working at NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And I've been interning there since September and will be there until the football season is over. So the Sixers, they're back on here as they trail against the New York Knicks by a score of 89-85. Knicks timeout is over. Randle inside on Embiid, puts it up, and it's a little bit short, and Embiid has his way, gets the rebound. Embiid to Harden. Harden comes charging inside, and he's fouled. Ball gets stripped out of his hands. The foul will go on quickly, and the Sixers will get the ball back. Actually, they're going to say it was not a foul. That was all ball. Excuse me, but Harden is going to get the ball back. Has quickly touched it last. He inbounded to Embiid, and Embiid is fouled. So there's a foul there. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Embiid will go to the foul line once again. And the 76ers will try to cut this lead to 2. Embiid does have himself 30 points on the night as he puts up the first foul shot and it's in. He does this move sometimes where he is at the foul line and he grimaces a little bit, or he'll give some sort of a body language saying that this might be a little bit off, but that one wasn't off and it went in. 31 points for the big man as he misses the second foul shot. He is 10 for 15 from the line tonight, which is 75%. And Randle puts up a runner on the other end, and he's fouled. Did not see, had a little bit of a glitch there. Joel Embiid is called for the foul, but after Embiid missed that last free throw, I was not able to see what just happened. There was a little bit of a glitch on my end, so I apologize about that. Even though it's not my fault, it's just the stream's fault. 89-86, and Julius Randle will make the first foul shot. This will be another trip for Julius Randle at the foul line. He is 6 for 6, or sorry, 5 for 5 from the charity stripe and is looking to go 6 for 6. 30 points for him, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And he now has 31 points as he is 7 for 7. So he was 6 for 6. Sometimes these stats here, they are ahead of you or they just update. So because the stream is a little bit behind, but it is what it is. Embiid passing it back out to Harden for a wide open 3-pointer. In and out it goes, and Embiid does not get the rebound. It'll go to Sims. Sims boxed him right out. Randle hands it off to Quickly. Quickly inside the paint. Gets the ball loose. It's last touched by the Knicks. It goes out of bounds, and the Sixers will get the ball back. 1:48 left in the third quarter. Thibodeau not so happy with the call, and the Sixers are looking to cut the deficit to either 3 or 2 on this possession here. Coming back in for the New York Knicks now. Subbing in for Sims will be Isaiah Hardenstein. Hardenstein's been pretty quiet in this game so far in 8 minutes of play. He does have 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 turnover. And Harden directing the traffic here. Gets the ball past half court. Is at the Madison Square Garden logo. Give and go to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell kicks it out to Niang, who then takes it to the cup himself and puts it up and in with the right hand. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Jalen Brunson taking his time. Gets past half court. He's directing traffic on the other end. Wants Hardenstein to come down. And he is definitely communicating with him for sure. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson inside feeds it all the way to the big man as Isaiah Hardenstein finishes it at the rim with the jam. 93-88. Another assist by Jalen Brunson. That is now his 10th assist on the day, so he does have a double-double. Harden with a nice pass to Montrezl Harrell, and he can't finish it. Oh, man, he had a wide-open layup, and he missed a bunny. 93-88. Brunson for 3 from downtown. In and out it goes. And Trez grabs his miss and tracks the basketball. Harden gets the ball on the near wing. He wants a 3-point shot. He's going to get a 3-point shot. It's up and it's in and he's fouled. James Harden knocking that one down, and they'll go to the foul line for a 4-point opportunity. And the Sixers will look to try to cut this deficit to 1 once again. The foul is going to be called on, it looks like, Grimes, as he was in his wheelhouse. He made contact with that right hand, and the beard man himself will be going to the charity stripe in those dreadlocks. 33.5 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the Sixers will get the ball back as they did go for a 2-for-1 possession here. And Harden makes the foul shot, and it's now a 1-point game. But the Knicks could have an opportunity to get a 2-point possession here. Or a 2-possession, to make it a 2-possession game. That is, excuse me. Brunson outside for a 3 by Quickly, and he answers back with a 3 of his own, and he decides to make it a 2-possession game. 96-92, the shot clock is unplugged. 17 seconds left. Harden gets past half court. He's standing alone at the Knicks logo. Gets a screen from Niang. Quickly now going on him. And now it's Barrett. Harden for another 3. And that's good from the top of the perimeter. 4.7 seconds to go here in the third. Brunson passes it to Barrett. Barrett thought about taking it from deep, and he does so, and it's no good. That was actually Quickly, not RJ Barrett. Excuse me. But Quickly puts up a big 3, and that'll do it here in the third quarter. Sixers are down by 1. 7 straight points from James Harden, and they now trail 96-95 as we go into the fourth quarter. I'll be right back. 76ers down 96-95, 31 points for Joel Embiid and Julius Randle. And meanwhile, James Harden and Jalen Brunson also putting on a show for both of these teams as well. Harden does have 23 points and 8 assists and 2 steals. Meanwhile, Jalen Brunson, he has a double-double, 21 points, 11 assists. He's shooting 9 for 16 from the field. And Mitchell Robinson, 10 points and 11 rebounds as well. So he's on double-double, or he already does have a double-double. And he has 3 blocks too. 96-95, Sixers down by 1. The Sixers, they won the quarter in the third as they scored 35 points, and the Knicks scored 33. And the Knicks will get the ball first, so they have an opportunity to try to go up by 2 possessions if they hit a 3. After this game, it'll be Dallas Mavericks and LA Lakers, that is. LeBron James and the Lakers will be taking on Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. So that'll be a very good game to watch. And then right after that, it's Boston Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks. So that'll also be a good game too. The Bucks are a half game behind the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference for the crown on the conference. And meanwhile, football just started, right? The Packers, they're already on. Packers are taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's actually 17-10 already in the second quarter. I forgot that just started. That game's been going by pretty quickly. So Tua must be having a good game. Rodgers 7 for 12, 78 passing yards, 1 touchdown. And Tua already almost has 200 passing yards. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. Tyreek Hill has 84 receiving yards along with Jalen Waddle, but Waddle caught an 84-yard touchdown. Interesting. Well, the Sixers are back on as they are trailing 96-95. Quickly is out there for the New York Knicks. RJ Barrett has the ball. He's being guarded by James Harden. He takes it up to the cup and he puts it up and in. There was some contact by James Harden, but the whistles do remain silent, and the Knicks go back up by 3. Knicks are 18-15, and the Sixers are 19-15. So here's Daniel House Jr., who thought about taking the step back and decided not to. The Sixers are actually 19-12. James Harden hits that one from the logo. It's up and in. And James Harden has now scored 10 straight points for the Philadelphia 76ers within the last 2 minutes of play. 26 points, 5 for 8 from downtown. He has the hot hand. RJ Barrett giving the ball around the timeline, gets the ball back at the top of the key, finds the ball, or tries to pass the ball. It's intercepted by James Harden. Another steal for him. That's his 3rd steal on the game. Harden passes it back out to George Niang for 3. It's up and good. And the Sixers finally retake the lead as they're up by 3 points. Timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And the Sixers were down by as many as 14 points. They have the lead as they're up by 3. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Wow, that was a quick turnaround of events. They just started off with a big spark. That's what happens, I guess, though. It's a game of runs. You just knew at some point, though, that they were going to take over. Obviously, the game is not over, but you just knew that the Sixers were going to come back. They've been within striking distance for a while. They could not get over that hump, and they finally did. Ugh. The Knicks, though, I have to tell you, the Knicks have been playing really great basketball before coming into today. They've been really great. Brunson's been balling. Julius Randle continues to have a great season. After last year, a lot of people were questioning what he was going to be like coming into this season because he won Most Improved Player of the Year 2 years ago, and then last year he had such a down year to the point where the Knicks thought about benching him. It was like up to that point, and now he's back to playing at an all-star caliber level. Unbelievable. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, 17-10. Dolphins are up. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you like and make sure that you subscribe. I'm Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I do play-by-play for the 76ers, for the New England Patriots, and for the Philadelphia Phillies as well. And yeah, that's what I do. That's what I'm on here. That's what these headsets are for. I have my little Rodecaster here. That's what I'm using for audio purposes. So hopefully my audio sounds really well. This Rodecaster does come in clutch. It is amazing what this thing does. I also love it too because it's portable. I can like take it with me on the go if I ever like were to call a basketball game for my high school, you know? And if they ever needed they didn't have like any sort of equipment or anything, I could just like take this with me and the quality of it is just unbelievable. It's an audio mixer and an audio console in one, in case you're just wondering. And it does a lot of different things. Eventually, at some point when I do have time, I would like to try to make promos for myself and would also like to have some fillers and grants and drops and make it actually sound like an actual broadcast, you know. But that's going to come with time. And, you know, just got to be patient. I'm just trying this out first. I think so far this has been going pretty well for the first week or so. I've been actually doing this for like 2 weeks now, so I think it's going pretty good. Sixers are finally up by 3 on the George Niang 3-point shot. James Harden has helped out, or he's at least scored or assisted on 13 straight points for the 76ers. So 101-98. The lineup out there for the Knicks is Quickly, Randle, Grimes, Barrett, and I'm missing one. Who am I missing? Hardenstein. There it is. Grimes for 3, puts it up, and it has a little bit of too much mustard, but he grabs his own rebound. Randle now for 3 from the far wing, and it's airballed, and they'll go out of bounds, and the Sixers will get the ball back and try to go up by 2 possessions here. Randle has been fantastic in this game so far, leading the way for the Knicks with 31 points. Harden passes it to George Niang for another 3, and that's no good. Rebounded again by Quickly. Barrett on the other end. The ball gets stripped, and it'll be taken into the backcourt. The Knicks will get possession of it. Quickly does not get called for the backcourt violation. Instead, RJ Barrett will take it up, try to bank it in, and the bank's not open, and James Harden will grab another rebound. Harden outside to Daniel House Jr. for 3. It's short, and it won't go. Trez tried to tip it out to somebody, and it was rebounded by Quickly. Shake Milton in for the 76ers for DeAnthony Melton. Randle passes it, and the ball finally finds Quickly, and Shake Milton grabs the rebound off of the 3-point miss by Quickly. Milton hands it off to Niang. Niang back to Harden, who has the hot hand as of lately. Behind the back pass to Niang for 3. Oh, man, he wanted that assist so badly, James Harden, that is. But Niang's, that shot goes in and out. And Harden gets a steal on the other end as he strips it, and now a foul's going to be called, I believe, on James Harden. And Hartenstein is on the floor as he tried to whiz by Hardenstein. So the foul will be on Hardenstein, that is, as James Harden really just tried to stiff arm him as if he was like a running back like Derrick Henry or something. And there will be a foul on the floor. Hardenstein was just trying to go for the ball, and the big man himself was not able to do so. Less than 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The refs are going to review this to see whether or not it was a flagrant foul, I believe, on Hardenstein. I can't get any sort of official word here, but I'm like 95% sure that that is what they are going to review here. And the Sixers will be back in just a few moments. Oof. That's a little bit weird. That's a little bit crazy. I don't know, man. It looked like Harden elbowed him in the face. So the foul is on Harden, right? That's what it is. I'm like 95% sure. Let me go to the live stats really quickly. I don't know why I don't have the live stats up. I should. Uh, let's see. All right. So Hardenstein is called for the foul. It's a transition foul. And the question was, it wasn't whether or not it was a flagrant. It was the fact that if the foul should cause James Harden to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws because it was a transition foul. And when you're out in transition like that, the opponent that goes out in transition and tries to go on offense gets to shoot 2 free throws. So Harden will shoot 2 foul shots. Tom Thibodeau not happy with the call. Head coach for the New York Knicks. And Harden, who's at the charity stripe, will put up the first foul shot. It goes up and in. So Hardenstein, that's his second foul. The Sixers were down by as many as 14 points in the second quarter. And Harden will make the foul shot. And the Sixers actually get the ball back. 102-98. Harden, 27 points on the day for him. Behind the bat pass to George Niang. He gives it back to Harden. Harden with a three-pointer at the top of the perimeter. In and out it goes, and it's rebounded by RJ Barrett. That's his 7th rebound on the game so far. Barrett's been pretty quiet scoring-wise, but maybe not on this drive, as he almost ended up getting that one to go on the layup. But Harden grabbed another rebound. Tobias Harris back in for the Sixers. Harris being guarded by Randle. Gives it back out to Harden, who stands at the New York Knicks logo at Madison Square Garden. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Harris kicks it out to George Niang on the near corner, who then kicks it back out to Tobias Harris for a three. And it was blocked by RJ Barrett. And a shot clock violation is going to be called as the shot clock was winding down. And the Sixers will turn the ball over once again. 102-98. The Sixers are up by 4 with 8:06 left to go. Joel Embiid still out there on the bench, taking the seat. Jalen Brunson back in for the Knicks and Mitchell Robinson as well. So the Knicks do have a height advantage here. D'Anthony Melton is waiting on the sideline, most likely to come in for Shake Milton. Here's Brunson, who has a double-double in this game so far. Brunson being guarded by Milton. Takes the turnaround jump shot. It goes up and in. Nothing but net for Jalen Brunson. Shake Milton out in transition from a nice pass to Harden. Milton kicks it out to George Niang for another three. He's now missed 3 straight threes in a row, and RJ Barrett grabs his miss. Here's Julius Randle at the foul line. He wants Harden. He takes Harden. Harden strips it away, and it goes off of Julius Randle as he tried to cut over to the basket. And James Harden playing solid defense. And that'll give the Sixers the ball back. Here comes Joel Embiid. As soon as Mitchell Robinson came right back in, Doc Rivers wanted to make sure that Joel came in and tried to use that size to try to even things up a little bit. Harden with the behind-the-back pass to George Niang for three at the top of the perimeter. It's good. 105-100. George Niang, that's his second three that he's made in this game. Barrett for three on the other end. Won't go. D'Anthony Melton grabs another rebound. 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time. Harden passes it to Niang, who then kicks it out to Melton. Melton back out to Niang for another three. Yes! A 6-0 run led by George Niang, who's all fired up for the Sixers. 108-100. Timeout called by the Knicks. And the Sixers are up by 8 and are hoping to extend this winning streak to 8 games. We'll be right back in just a few moments. I need to take a very quick sip of water, so bear with me really, really quick. Ay, ay, ay. What a game, man. What a game. This is pretty wild. Unbelievable. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe if you want to hear me do some Sixers content, if you want to hear me do some Phillies and Patriots content as well. And by content, I mean doing play-by-play coverage of all three of those teams. Make sure that you like, make sure that you turn your notifications on, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on any sort of social media platform. I'm Jason Joseph. Yeah, so Christmas is here. Christmas is here. What have you guys gotten so far on this Christmas day if you celebrate Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate so far? Talked about that I got a couple of really nice Patriots shirts. I also got a really nice Patriots jersey from my mom and my dad. So that was really nice, and a really nice coat as well. I've gotten some incredible presents this year. I don't really know which one's my favorite. I probably have to say the coat is my favorite, but I can't discredit everything else. I've gotten some really awesome gifts. But let me know in the comments down below, what gifts do you like? Also, you know, I was going to also say too that I was thinking of like posting a question every time I do a broadcast. And you guys, I'll put it like in the comment section down below. And feel free to answer whatever it is. It'll be like a top 5 type of a question. Last week, my top 5 was, who were your favorite celebrities? Your top 5 favorite celebrities didn't have to be in any sort of particular order. Excuse me. This week, I didn't really think of a top, or this game, I didn't necessarily think of a top 5, but I guess now I could. Um, Favorite traditions during the holidays, on Christmas, or on any sort of holidays. I like for Thanksgiving. I consider that to be a part of the holiday special too. I love having I love having stuffing. That's one of my favorite traditions. I love lighting the menorah on Hanukkah. I think that's a really cool thing, and I also love our potato latkes that we do on Hanukkah every year. My mom makes the best potato latkes in the entire world. She is an awesome cook. What else do I like over the holidays? I love watching football on Thanksgiving, and I love watching basketball on Christmas. Um, and I love watching Elf. Elf is something that I do every year. I love watching that. So there's my top 5 holiday traditions that I like to do. 108 to 100. Sixers back in action. Jalen Brunson tried to put up a floater. It was no good, but Julius Randle grabbed the miss, and he put it back up and in for the one-handed jam. 108 to 102. 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time. Harden in for the Sixers, being guarded by Julius Randle. And Harden with 10 seconds on the shot clock, trying to dance around Julius Randle. What's he going to do? He's going to take it to the cup himself and finish it with the left hand as he puts it up and in, and was able to barely get passed by Julius Randle. 110 to 102. Sixers up by 8. Brunson takes it to the cup, passes it back outside to Barrett. Barrett will put up a baby floater. No good. In and out it goes, and it's rebounded by Niang. Niang, who was pretty cold from 3 after making his first 3, has made 2 straight 3-pointers, and that's what led to the Knicks timeout. Embiid with the 1-foot jump shot. Yes! Joel hits it from the left elbow, and that puts the Sixers up by 10 as they are pouring it on. 33 points for Joel, 29 for James Harden, the beard man himself. Here's RJ Barrett. Barrett gets the ball deflected and stolen away by DeAnthony Melton. That's his 61st steal on the season. James Harden with a lob pass to Tobias Harris, and he throws it down. The Sixers are up by a dozen. Great defense leading the easy offense for the 76ers as they're up 114 to 102, and they are just pouring it on a 19 to 4 run within the last 6.5 minutes. Brunson with a floater. No good. Rebounded by George Niang. Harden conducting the offense on the other end. Passes it to D'Anthony Melton for 3. No good. Embiid there for the tip back, and that's good. And the Sixers have scored 8 straight points, 116-102. Timeout called again for the New York Knicks. Embiid trying to get the crowd rolling here as they are booing at Madison Square Garden. And we'll be right back. Sixers up 116-102. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left here in regulation. Whew, that was pretty fast. I didn't expect that tempo to be so fast. Sometimes you just you have to get a feel for certain things, and you really just have to be in that zone and figure out where the energy is going to come or when the energy is going to come. You don't expect it to come, and you got to be prepared for it. You got to be prepared for the momentum. That's what basketball is all about. It's all about momentum. Baseball is such a slow game, and you got to figure out it's more about situation and action. Basketball, you got to be quick. That's really the big thing. And sometimes you're going to miss out on certain details, especially for radio, because radio for basketball is a different beast than TV. I don't know why I'm explaining this all to you guys. Some of you might not even be interested in this type of broadcast as I am, when it comes to broadcasting, but that's the way that my mind thinks. You really got to be prepared for that momentum change. One more sip. Okay. 116-102. Sixers are up by 14. 21-4 run. The timeout is over for the Knicks. Randle in for the Knicks as he takes the corner jump shot, the near corner jump shot that is, and Embiid grabs another rebound. Here's James Harden conducting the traffic, controlling the tempo here, gets a screen from Joel, takes it inside. Embiid hits the floor, but the whistles remain silent. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harden with the step back three. No good. Mitchell Robinson grabs his 12th rebound on the day. Here's RJ Barrett, who hasn't scored a bucket here in the fourth quarter so far. Gets the ball stripped. The ball gets deflected. And will it be Sixers ball? They're going to say it is still Knicks basketball. So they thought that it was last touched by George Niang. And that's what the call is. And the quickly will inbound it from the baseline. And he gets the ball back as RJ Barrett now goes up with the contact. He's fouled. The foul is going to be on the floor. Jalen Brunson is actually heading into the locker room. Don't necessarily know what just happened to him, but hopefully we'll be sure to get a word on that as the Sixers are up by 14 with 3:59 left here in regulation. I don't necessarily know what happened to Jalen Brunson, but RJ Barrett got fouled, had some words with Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris is called for the foul there. So the foul is on the floor. The Sixers still have a couple of fouls to give here. And it's inbounded once again by the Knicks. Here's Grimes. Gives it off to RJ Barrett. Barrett back to Grimes for three on the near wing. No good. Robinson grabs another board. Another second chance opportunity for the Knicks here. Barrett for three from downtown. No good. Robinson with another offensive rebound. And he gives it back out to Julius Randle. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Randle being guarded by Embiid. Kicks it out to Barrett. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The ball gets tipped and quickly he's going to have to put up a shot. It goes, and it's not going to count as a shot clock violation is called against the New York Knicks. Great defense by the 76ers. The Knicks had 3 opportunities to try to put up a shot, and they were not able to cash in. 3:26 left here in the fourth quarter. No Jalen Brunson for the New York Knicks as he is headed to the locker room. So that definitely makes a big difference. The Sixers were down by as many as 14 points, and now they're up by 14. Harden back to Niang. Niang inside to Joel Embiid, who will take it out to the far corner inside the three-point range. Embiid dancing all over Randle, puts up a shot, and it's no good. And another board goes to RJ Barrett, who hands it off to Quickly. Quickly gets the ball stripped, and it'll still be Knicks basketball as Niang touched the ball last. The Knicks have missed their last 6 straight field goals, and the Sixers are on a 21-6 run here in the fourth quarter. They have been outscoring them and playing very solid defense as well. The Sixers are now 3rd in defensive rating in the NBA. Before their 7-game winning streak, they weren't even in the top 10. So they've been playing very solid defense and quickly knocks down the first foul shot. It's now a 13-point ball game. Everybody's silent at Madison Square Garden as Joel Embiid and James Harden and the 76ers have been pouring it on. Quickly with the second foul shot, Harden grabs his miss. Give Harden now 12 assists and 4 rebounds on the day, 29 points as well. Another pass to D'Anthony Melton for 3. Air ball, rebounded by Robinson. And the Knicks on the other end, 2.5 minutes to go. They have to try to put up a shot here. RJ Barrett finally tries to do so, and Embiid grabs the rebound. He ends up boxing out Robinson, who then tips the pass, and Embiid gets the ball back, but a foul's going to be called against Joel Embiid as the ball was tipped. He made some sort of contact with Quickly on the other end, and he was trying to go for the ball, but Embiid gets called for the foul. It's a little bit of a unorthodox call because Embiid was just trying to go for the ball and Quickly was just right over there in his way. But nonetheless, the Sixers do turn the ball over. It's another turnover by Joel. Grimes on the other end hands it off to Barrett. Barrett back inside. There's a runner that goes up by Quickly, and it's up and in. So the Knicks are not done yet. The Sixers are up by 11, and if you're James Harden and the 76ers here, you just got to take your time. Milk the clock down. Less than 2 minutes to go. Harden being guarded by Randle. Harden has been having his way here in the fourth quarter. No look pass out to George Niang for another 3. Yes! 119 to 105. That could be the dagger for the 76ers. But there's still 1 minute and 43 seconds left here in regulation. Niang 4 for 9 from downtown. Quickly for 3. Answers right back from the near wing. And it's now back to an 11-point lead. 95 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Harden taking his time, controlling the tempo, conducting the offense. And there's 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Here comes a screen by Niang. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Harden with a step back 3 ISO, and it's no good. And Robinson grabs the rebound. The Knicks have to try to score here if they want to try to make this a ball game. Randle up inside, gets past James Harden, has some words with him, and he throws down the jam. 119, 110, 65 seconds left here in regulation. Joel Embiid gets the ball from James Harden and is now on the near wing. He gives it up to Tobias Harris, who is left wide open and decides not to take it, and the ball finally finds James Harden. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Harden tried to pass it to Joel Embiid, and the ball gets stolen away by Robinson. Quickly with the layup, and that's good. Big turnover by James Harden. 119, 112, 43 seconds to go. D'Anthony Melton gets the ball. The Sixers aren't even past half court yet. They have to try to do so, and finally Melton gets past half court. He's being double teamed. He passes it inside to Tobias Harris, and they're just playing keep away at this moment in time. The Knicks decide not to foul. 5 seconds on the shot clock, 25 seconds to go. Melton with the foul line jump shot, no good, and finally he grabs a rebound, and the Sixers are just going to dribble this one out. There's 9 seconds left on the shot clock, 13 seconds on the game clock, and the Sixers, they will turn the ball over, but they will most likely go into victory formation as they come back and win against the New York Knicks here at Madison Square Garden and extend their winning streak to 8 games. Take a breath, everybody. Unbelievable finish by the Philadelphia 76ers. 29 points for James Harden, 13 assists, 4 steals, and 1 block as well. Meanwhile, the big man Joel Embiid, 35 points for him, 8 rebounds. Doc Rivers shaking hands with Tom Thibodeau. And don't know what necessarily happened to Jalen Brunson, but he does leave the game. He did have 23 points and 11 assists. Meanwhile, RJ Barrett, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists for him. He went very quiet in that fourth quarter. He did shoot 6 for 21 from the field. And Julius Randle, 35 points, only 4 points in that fourth quarter, but 8 rebounds as well. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments to go over some finishing touches on this game. But the Sixers come back and win by a final score of 119 to 112. I need to take a very quick sip of water. Give me one sec. All right. 76ers come back and win by a final score of 119 to 112. I'm Jason Joseph. And really, the 76ers did such an incredible job in that second half. They ended up scoring 59 points and outscoring the Knicks 59 to 49. Right after Shake Milton hit that buzzer beater to go into halftime, the Sixers were down 63 to 60. They could not find a way to get over that hump until about 2 minutes left in the third quarter, as James Harden was able to knock down a couple of threes. He ended up also making a 4-point play with a step back three-pointer, and the Sixers took care of business. Joel Embiid had himself a great fourth quarter, and James Harden himself played very well too. D'Anthony Melton, how about 5 for 7 from downtown? He made his first 5 three-pointers, and that actually ended up keeping the Sixers in the ball game. George Niang also hit some big time threes as well. He hit his first one to give the Sixers the lead, and then after that, the Sixers were able to take a 6-point lead off of two back-to-back three-pointers. That was from George Niang. He made his first one. I meant to also say that he then missed his next four, but after that, he tied it with a three and also hit a big go-ahead three-pointer as well. That would put the Sixers up 103 to 100 at that point in the fourth quarter. So 16 points for him. The Sixers bench, they ended up outscoring the Knicks bench 26 to 16. Not really a whole lot of a difference there, but the Knicks sticking with their nine-man rotation. Cam Reddish, Derrick Rose, and Evan Fournier did not play today, but they hung in there, and they are now on a three-game losing streak. The Sixers will be taking on the Washington Wizards on Tuesday night. That game will be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure that you're on here, as I will be providing you play-by-play coverage for that. And after that game, they then go to New Orleans, and they will play the New Orleans Pelicans at 8:30 p.m. on Friday night, and then have a back-to-back against the Oklahoma City Thunder, as they'll play in Oklahoma City on Saturday night at 7 o'clock p.m. I'm Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning into this broadcast. I will catch you all on the next one.